happy. Do you like my name? I like my name because it makes me happy. So that means that today for our lesson, all of us should be happy. Are you ready for our math lesson? Because I am. Let's get ready to have some fun. But before having fun with our math lesson, I want us to sing our good morning song, right? So let's start. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. Let's learn and play and have some fun being here today. Let's sing it one more time, and remember, this time louder. Good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. Let's learn and play and have some fun being here today. Alright, so now to begin with our lesson here, I have a place value chart. And remember that when we are dealing with a place value chart, we always begin from the back, which is the ones, the tens, the hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. So now what I want you to do is to listen carefully, and you should have your whiteboard ready because you're going to draw your place value table on your whiteboard. And I'm going to give you a number. You're going to enter that number in your place value table. You're going to take a picture of it and send it to me on WhatsApp. So listen to the number carefully. Ready? Alright. 24,125. I'll repeat it one more time. 24,125. So you're going to enter this number on your place value table, and you're going to take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. So guess whose birthday is today? No. 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 Yes, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. And I am going to invite only 5 friends. And guess what? I'm going to share a secret with them. But don't tell them. Please make sure you don't tell them anything. They like to chew gums. And I am very lucky because I have a friend that already gave me some gum. And that is the first thing that is going in the goodies bag. So now, I have this amount of gums here, and I want to share it amongst my 5 friends, and I want to have each of them receive the same amount. Can you help me do that? Alright, so I'm going to start sharing it. I'll give my first friend 1 gum, the other one, my 3rd friend, my 4th, and my 5th friend. And I still have some gums here, so I'm going to continue sharing the gum. Alright, how many gums did each of my friends receive? Let's find out. My first friend got 1, 2. My second friend had 1, 2. My third friend has 1, 2. My fourth friend has 1, 2. And my 5th friend has 1, 2. How many gums do we have in total? Let's find out. Alright, so my first friend received 1, 2 gums. So we have 2 plus. My second friend received 2 gums. 1, 2. Plus 2. My third friend received 2 gums. Now, my fourth friend received 1, 2 gums. I'm already getting tired. My 5th friend received 1, 2. How many gums did they receive? How many gums do we have in total? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 gums. 10 gums. But I'm already tired. Did you get tired? There must be a faster way of how we can do this. Do you have any idea of how we can find how many guns we have in total without doing all of this? Wait a minute, wait. I just received an important text from one of you who is very, very smart. And he just told me this way of finding out how much we have in total in a faster way. And it is by using this symbol here. Do you know what this symbol is? Can you tell me? This is multiplication. Do you know what is multiplication? Let's find out. Alright, so I have 5 friends. Remember, I invited 5 friends over, and each of my friends received 2 gums. 2 gums. Let's write it down. I have how many friends? 5 friends. 5, and I'm going to use my multiplication. How many gums did each of my friends have? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 gums. 2. Now, look at this. I have 5 friends, right? 5 friends. Let's count how many 2s do I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Alright, and we have here 5 friends. 5 times 2. Why 2? Because each of them received 2 gums. And we can see here 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So it is 5 times 2 equals 10. The same amount as the first one, but we didn't have to add all of these numbers. See? 5 times 2 equals 10, and this is called multiplication. How many of you like multiplication? I do. Alright, so I just want to tell you thank you very much for helping me share the gums equally amongst my friends. Alright, so now I'm going to explain this multiplication number sentence to you. Alright, so here we have 5. Remember that I had 5 friends, right? 5 friends. And it is important for us to understand that in a multiplication number sentence, each digit have its own name. Here, the number 5 is called the multiplicand. Let's repeat it again. Multiplicand. And what is a multiplicand? A multiplicand is the number of groups. Remember, we had 5 friends, right? So multiplicand is the number of groups. And here, number 2 is called the multiplier. Again, multiplier. And what does multiplier mean? Multiplier means that it is the number of objects in each group. So here we have number of groups, and here we have number of objects in each group. So when we say 5 times 2, we have it is equal to 10, which is the product. So in a multiplication number sentence, we have a multiplicand, a multiplier, and the product. And remember, the multiplication sign. This is very important. So we're going to say 5 times 2 equals 10. Alright, so we're going to move on to our question of the day. Why is multiplication important in our everyday life, or how do we use multiplication in our everyday life? We use multiplication every single day and we don't even realize it. For example, if they send you to the store and they give you an amount of shillings or 25 cents, and they would ask you, how many dollars do you have? How would you reach to that answer? How would you find that answer? So first thing that you would do is, you know that 4 shillings, you would group the shillings, 25 cents, into 4. You know that 4 25 cents is equal to $1. But we are not even realizing that we are multiplying, because 4 times 25 equals 100, which is $1. You see? But we don't realize that we're multiplying. but it is important for us to learn how to multiply. Because imagine we have a large amount of items. How would we find the total? Would we count one by one? And it would take us forever to reach to the total. So multiplying would be a faster way of grouping things and finding the total of something, right? So now what I want you to do is I want you to share with me one way in which you use multiplication in your everyday life. I want you to send it to me via WhatsApp, right? So share with me one way of how you would use multiplication in your everyday life. Alright, so now we're going to look at a multiplication problem here that is placed in a vertical position. So here, when you have a multiplication problem, the multiplicand is the number at the top. And remember that the multiplicand is the number of groups, right? And here, the number at the bottom is the multiplier. And remember that the multiplier is the number of objects in each group. So we have the multiplicand and the multiplier. Alright, so when we multiply, we start always from the back, which is the ones. And here we have the tens. Remember, you always need to place your number under its correct place value. Always have the numbers under its correct place value for you to have the correct product, or you are going to get a wrong product. So we always start from the back, which is the ones, and then we move on to the tens. So here we are going to start 1 times 2. 1 times 2. So 1 times 2 equals 2. And then 1 times 1 equals 1. You see? So we have 12 times 1 equals 12. And 12 here is the product. Let's move on to the other example. Here we have 34 times 2. Remember, the number at the top is the multiplicand and the number at the bottom is the multiplier. We always start from the ones. So we have 2 times 4. 2 times 4. So let's say that you do not know your multiplication by memory. So here we know that we have 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we know that in each group we have 2 objects. So we are going to have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to count how many we have in all. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our number is going to be 8. So we can do use equal groups to find out our answer if we do not know our multiplication by memory or mentally, right? So we are going to move to the other one. Here I use this color of marker to show you that I multiplied the multiplier with the ones multiplicand. Now I'm going to move to the tens. So we have here 2 times 3. And the same thing we can do. If you don't know your times table by memory, then you know that you have 3 groups, and in each group you have 2. So we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's count how much we have in all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 68. So 34 times 2 is equal to 68, which is the product. See? This is the product. And this is how we multiply numbers with this is how we multiply 2 multiplicand with 1 multiplier. And this here is multiplying using the algorithm method. Alright, so now we're going to be moving one step forward. First, we were doing 2 multiplicands with 1 multiplier, and now we're moving on to 2 multiplicands and 2 multipliers. Remember that the multiplicand is the number at the top and the multiplier is the number at the bottom. So now we have 2 multipliers. Alright, so before I explain you this, let me get my other marker. So I need 2 colors. Alright, so remember that we're always going to make sure that our numbers are under their correct place value, right? So we always start from the back. So we start from the back and we start with the first multiplier. So we are going to, I'm going to circle this here so that you can see that we always start with the ones. So we are going to say 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Remember, if you want to use your equal groups, you are free to use your equal groups to assist you with your multiplication. Now we're going to move on to the tens. 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. You see, we already multiplied our two multiplicand using the first multiplier, which is 46. Now we're going to move on to the second multiplier, which is this one here. But since the second multiplier is in the tens place, we need to place a 0 right here. And we're going to say 1 times 3. 1 times 3 equals to 3. We put it under the tens place. Then we're going to say 1 times 2 is equal to 2. Now, how do we get our answer? We need to add both of them. So we have 6 plus 0 is equal to 6. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. And 0 plus 2 is equal to 2. So our product is 276. Let's do another example. So here we have 53 times 23. Remember that our numbers need to be placed under their correct place value, and we always start from the back. So we're going to be working with the first multiplier. We have 3 times 3 is equals to 9. For the ones that are using your equal groups, remember that here we have 3 groups, and each group has 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see, we have 9. So now we're moving on to the tens multiplicand. So we have 3 times 5 is equal to 15. 15. Now let's move on to our second multiplier, which is this.